How to set up a Google Ads shopping campaign on 2024. So, as you know, the new campaign has the Performance Max um, advertising mode available now. It's a smart advertising that will cover all of Google's platforms where they will advertise your ads and they will generate much better lead than the standard advertisement scheme, supposedly. Now, the shopping type of advertisement is still relevant now because it, well, there are a few conditions to it. So if you are uh, someone who has been running advertisements before the Performance Max feature, and you have been running the shopping advertisement before the Performance Max, then you might be still suitable in doing what you're doing right now. And if you're, especially if you're still generating leads, like if you're still seeing good performance from your old shopping advertisement, then by all means still do that. And the next thing that maybe go into your consideration in choosing the shopping campaign for your Google Ads in 2024 is that if you are trying to remarket your products, so you want to remarket your products to someone who has your products in their cart, or you want to add, or you want to do an advertisement for someone who has shown interest in your product. And when your product is already on the top of mind and you want to convert more from the pool of people who has known your product, the shopping campaign is still suitable and relevant. Okay, so let's go to Google Ads and create new campaign and go to sales. So because we want to sell, of course. And the conversion goal is to purchase. Now I have set the conversion goal of purchase beforehand. Okay, so next, once we're done, and as you can see, Google have offered the Performance Max campaign type, but in this video, we're going to do the shopping campaign type uh, f- based on the previous considerations that I've mentioned. Now, I want to do the product to my this advertiser account, and I want the campaign to be standard. Now again, the Performance Max campaign is great, but if you're still generating leads, then by all means use standard shopping campaign because it's simpler and you have set it up beforehand. And I think, well, I gotta say that's a pretty that's just a tiny little bit of reasons that you want to skip Performance Max campaign, but this is just for the sake of convenience, and it still works. So if it ain't broke, then don't fix it, right? So let's choose standard at this point. So let's click continue. And after that, what we want to do is start setting up our campaign. Okay, so the campaign name is, let's be specific here. I want sales, and maybe I want to target remarket, maybe, right? And I want to remark because I want this advertisement campaign to act as a remarket tool. Okay, and I'm just gonna leave the additional settings right now. And for the bidding, I want manual CPC at this point, and I want the budget to be about well, this is some amount in my currency. Let's say it's about $30. Okay, so let's see the campaign priority. Okay, so the campaign priority is the priority in which type of campaign that you want to be put forward by Google. Now, this is not relevant because currently I only have one shopping campaign, so I'll skip it. But if you have multiple campaigns, you want to set the priority for the campaign that you're setting up right now in comparison to other campaigns that you have, then you need to set this menu up. Next is targeting. The search network is this only works in the US, I think, and this only matters in the US. Now, since I'm not selling in the US, I'm gonna um, opt out of this targeting from the search network. Okay, so next is the location. I'm gonna choose the country. You can also choose all countries, and you want to choose, maybe you want to target a specific market like the US market. You can do that by like maybe the US. Yes, there you go. Now you can search for the US. You can target the United States as a target location, but in this case I'm just gonna go to my current country and set the start and end dates. Let's say let's make a let's make a like let's say this is a trial advertisement, right? So I'm just gonna run it for 7 days, 1 week, to see how it goes. And the ad group name. Okay, so I recommend you to name the ad group based off of your the type of product that you wanna sell. So let's say, for example, I wanna sell an exhaust muffler, right? Maybe like car exhaust. Now I recommend you to add the ad group based off of the products, because later on you can see which products that generates the best leads and which products that needs more budget or you can cut the budget from, and etc. And the cost per click, I'll just set it to a tiny amount. And let's create the campaign. Just make sure that we can put in everything over here. Now, you haven't completed the merchant center setup. This will pop up. I'm gonna complete it real quick right now. Okay, now that we've done setting the campaign, go to the campaigns, and under campaign, click campaign groups. And I'm going to explain to you how and why you want to group your campaign based off of the products. So let's add the campaign group, okay? And the campaign group name over here, let's say this is again car exhaust, and the target will be the spending or the CPA. Now I think the target will be like, I just want a small amount, so I'm gonna set it to less than or equal to this much. Okay, let's click create the ad group. Okay, let's run in backgrounds. Now, as you can see, when you have multiple campaign groups, you will see the campaign groups over here, right? Now, there are a few things that we can see here. So the target, the actual, the volume, and the efficiency, right? Now, this is just based off of efficiency. You can also set this, you can also see this based off of CPA, but for the target and for the less than or equal to target type, you can compare between products. So for example, I have my exhaust muffler here, and let's pretend that on the or under here I have another product, right? And if we take a look at the target and actual, like for example, if I am spending less on the advertisement monthly, then I can reduce the budget that I can set on the target. But if it tops every month and and the efficiency is good, like for example, maybe I spent 110,000 and the efficiency tops from 80 to 90%, then that means I need to ramp up more money in order to convert more sales. So that is how you can. So that is why you will need to group the campaign based off of the products. So let's group another campaign, right? So let's change our campaign type over here to CPA. Okay, so let's add another campaign group. Okay, now let's add a campaign group, and let's make this group a sales upgrade. And let's name this campaign group for as another product. Let's say just headlights. Okay, and the target will be CPA because I want to tell you how the CPA, how you can take a look at your ads from CPA. Okay, let's create campaign group. Now let's go back to our campaigns and campaign groups. Okay, it's not been added yet, but it will show quite pretty uh pretty soon. Okay, so now if you spend, again, this is very similar. If you spend less than the total, like the volume, then you can reduce the advertisement, right? And if you spend more and the efficiency is good, then you need to ramp up the budget. Now you can, now with the campaign groups based on your products, you can see which products that needs more advertisement and which products that needs less than the that needs less budget compared to the other products. That way you can compare your products from their ads performance. Okay, so lastly, what I wanna explain to you is the Performance Max campaign. Now, again, with this shopping advertisement campaign being said, I think that it is time to move on to the Performance Max campaign if you are having an e-commerce, because with Performance Max comes a lot of other features. For example, the Google AI feature and the ability to advertise everywhere from YouTube to all the way to Google search and etc. Now, I think if you are, if you have the time, then take a look at Performance Max. Otherwise, if your advertisement is still performing well, then by all means you can still use the current method. Thank you.